The March 14th, no, April 14th, whatever day it is, the April 14th regular meeting of the Board of Selectmen will come to order. I'd like to welcome everyone who's joining us via Facebook Live, as well as those on the phone line. Just as a reminder, please stay muted until called upon, and if you did want to talk, be sure you're dialed in via the WebEx. We are not able to check Facebook. And we'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Much better when we're all in person. So the first item is just the approval of the minutes. So could I get a motion to approve the special meeting minutes of March 31st, 2021?
So moved. A second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion?
No, I didn't have any.
All of those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, the motion carries. Thank you, Stacy. Could I also get a motion to approve the special meeting minutes of April 7th, 2021?
So moved.
So here's a second.
A second.
Any discussion?
No.
No. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, the motion carries. Thank you again. We have no correspondence. So the next one is a reappointment to the Joint and Facilities Committee. Could I get a motion to reappoint Sandy Grimes, Chris Donahue, and Jean Fiore to the Joint and Facilities Committee?
So moved.
Here's a second.
A second.
Any discussion?
No, just thank them. Yeah, no, they're all really good.
Yeah.
They're all very good.
Yeah.
Good,
thank you.
yes, you're all very dedicated and very much appreciated.
Thank you, yeah, I think
Yeah.
I probably have some more work for you to do too, so thank you. Stay tuned. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, the motion carries. Also on reappointment to the Mystic River Boathouse Park Implementation Committee, could I get a motion to reappoint Nick Keppel and Steve Planchon to the Mystic River Boathouse Park Implementation Committee?
So moved. A second.
Any discussion?
Same thing, very hard workers, and we're so happy to
Yeah.
stay on.
Thank you both. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, the motion carries. Thank you to everyone for your service. And then
Instead, those are both of your liaison roles, right? Both the facilities.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
So is the next one.
Oh, and we must be doing something right. Everybody wants to stay on.
Everybody wants to react.
I want to just, Reinhardt, all right. Could I get a motion to reappoint Howard Reinhardt to the Inland Wetlands and Water Courses Commission?
So moved?
Second.
Thank you. A motion and a second. Any discussion?
No, I'm happy he's staying on, and he's the chairman.
Oh, good. Double thank you, Howard.
Good.
No shortage of work in that commission either, so thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, the motion carries. So under resignations, sadly, Dana Houston has, that he is going to need to resign as a member of the Climate Change Task Force. We'll send him an acknowledgement and thank him for his service. Thank you very much, Dana. I know you've done some great work on that task force, and we'll have an open seat, so that'll be open if anyone's listening and is interested in serving on the Climate Change Task Force. Definitely reach out to us. And June is the liaison for that one, and also Rick Newton is the chair. We'd be happy to talk about it, so thank you to Dana. Another resignation is the Mystic River Boathouse Park Implementation Committee. Is essentially, we're just going to be vacating an alternate seat that was held by Catherine Crashell on that committee because she wasn't able to attend the meeting. And that's it. And then under old business, and a quick update on COVID. We did one last week, so I won't be it's not totally different, but we were really excited that we passed the 50% mark for vaccinations in Stonington, so keep up the good work, Stonington. Let's keep increasing that percentage, and just to reach out to us at Town Hall or Human Services if you need any assistance with getting transportation to a vaccine. The Foxtrot Neighborhood Center has rides available, and if their times don't meet with you, we can arrange other transportation. And we can also help with appointments if you don't have computer access and some challenges with the phone. So just let us know. Otherwise, and then we're also really excited April 22nd, the Stonington High School will hold the second dose vaccine clinic for those people who got their first one there. So that'll be wonderful. And that's it for COVID. And then new business. So we received a request today for use of the town dock area, which we need to add to the agenda. And since this is a regular meeting, we can add it. So could I get a motion to add the request for the use of the town dock to the agenda?
So moved.
A second.
Thank you. Any discussion?
No.
All right, all those in favor of adding this?
Aye.
Aye, okay, and we'll add this to the end of this new business section. So the first item is a resolution about appropriating funds for the purpose of refunding and refinancing bonds. So this is, something that, our Director of Finance, James Sullivan, had shared with us. It's already passed through the Board of Finance. We're the final step. And just a quick summary is basically, this resolution will allow the town to refund or replace existing debt with new debt that's issued at a lower interest rate. The two old issuances are 2013 and 2014 bonds. You probably are familiar with them. And basically, this old debt will be taken off the town's books as a liability and replaced with the new issuance. And Jim Sullivan noted that he expects the savings in debt service for the fiscal year 2021-22 to be about $677,000. That's pretty good. So with that said, could I get a motion to approve the resolution appropriating up to $9 million for the purpose of refunding and refinancing bonds of the town that are issued and outstanding, and authorizing the issuance of up to $9 million in bonds of the town to meet said appropriation?
So moved.
Okay, here's a second.
A second.
A motion and a second. Any further discussion?
So I know there was a lot of conversation about this at the Board of Finance meetings, and so, they opted to take the interest credit this year and not spread it out over a 10-year period, so, which is, I think was a very good idea. Just if there's inflation, the money is more valuable to us now than over a 10-year period, so. And, for those that don't understand all that, I mean, all this language just basically means it's like refinancing your home. So you owe the same debt, right? I mean, it's really, you owe the same debt, you're just refinancing at a lower rate, but we have to go through this process in order to have it be, properly approved. So, yeah, it's a good, everything that we have is at low interest, so to be able to do this, lower interest is really good, so, yes.
Great. Oh, great. No, thank you. So we have, the motion and a second. Any further discussion? No? Nope. Okay, so all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Thank you to everyone who was involved with that. That's a big one. Could I also get a motion to approve the use of Donahue Park for November 6th, 2021 for St. Michael's School Annual Road Race Fun Run, contingent upon receipt of their updated certificate of insurance?
So moved.
Your second.
A second.
Motion and second. Any discussion?
I think this was just passed at the police commission also.
Oh, good.
The commission at their last meeting, so, yes.
I know that they do this usually every year, and obviously last year was challenging, but we're excited to have them back.
Yeah.
So all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, the motion carries. Thank you. Okay, now for the new request that we just added, and in case Lisa or a representative from the chamber or foundation is on, as a reminder, you can press *3 and then wait for a prompt to press *6 if you want to add anything when we, after I give a quick overview. So, basically, could I get a motion to approve the use of the space at the town docks from November 23rd of this year to January 31st, 2022, for the Ocean Community Chamber of Commerce to install a lobster pot tree with light and foam buoys, as well as for a tree lighting ceremony to be held likely on November 27th. Just to note, the approval will be contingent upon the chamber also getting approval from the FCIA and the Waterfront Commission. But it's my understanding that Lisa Kinnicky has already spoken with Sandy Grimes, who's the chair of the Waterfront Commission, and is in favor of the idea, and he said he'll add it to their next agenda for the Waterfront Commission. And similarly, the president of the FCIA, Janet, spoke with Lisa and gave similarly positive feedback, so we'll bring it to the full FCIA. So what we're looking for today is the town side to approve the use contingent on these two other groups. Also to note, I know Lisa spoke with the downtown merchants for the borough, and they were all in favor of this. And it's part of the arm of the Chamber Foundation, their arts kind of and cultural initiatives. So they'll also be partnering with people like the Como and the Grua Center to get families to decorate buoys, as well as artists. So there'll be a whole kind of arts component to it. Oh, good. And I'll pause there in case anyone's on who wants to speak to this. *6 star 3 and star 6, just in case. I know Lisa had another meeting at the exact same time, so not to worry. Okay, so could I get, a motion?
Okay, so this is a motion for that amount of time contingent on the resolution.
Hello?
I am here. Hello, my name is Shannon Hazer. I'm sorry, I was having technical difficulties. I am co-chairing this. Yes, I'm co-chairing this with Lisa, and we are very excited. We're hoping for that possibility to, bring the community together, especially after COVID. And we thought this would be a great idea, knowing that Block Island, Provincetown, other towns have done it, So we are looking to do this. We're hoping to build it to be 20 to 45 feet high, with the lobster pots, the buoys, where, like you had accurately stated, where families could paint those buoys and have them on display. We plan on if everything goes through, disassembling it on Sunday, January 31st.
Wonderful, thank you. And I know I was excited to hear about the location you guys chose, and hopefully the Waterfront Commission and the Fishermen Association will also be equally excited about the kind of connection there with the town dock.
Absolutely.
Deborah, do you have any questions? Go ahead. Sorry, the connection's a little spotty.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm all set. I apologize.
No, you're good. Any questions? No?
No.
Okay. So can I, get a motion, to approve the town dock from November 23rd to January 31st, as we summarized before, contingent on these other approvals?
So moved.
A second.
Any further discussion? No. Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, the motion carries. Thank you so much, and, extend our thanks to Lisa for getting insurance and everything over to us within like 10 minutes, record speed.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So the next item on the agenda is comments from the public. If anyone is on and listening and wants to speak, just press star 3, and then wait for the prompt, and press star 6, and you can provide your full name and address. All right, if not, we'll move on to comments from the Selectmen. Deb, do you want to start anything?
Sure, I just have a couple of exciting comments. The first is, after many, many months, we were able to last week submit the grant application for remediation of the Mystic River Boathouse Park.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So,
Congratulations.
Many thanks to Susan Cullen and the Mystic River Boathouse Park Committee and everybody who worked so hard
And you.
to get that thing out the door. So we keep our fingers crossed, and at some point in May, we'll hear whether we've moved on, for interviews and then into possibly getting the money this summer.
Okay.
So we'd be so excited because it means we can get, right away started building that park. I know we have a couple other grants kind of in process, applications, not grants, in process to work on other smaller aspects of the park as well.
Okay.
So the other exciting piece of news is we also were able to submit the grant application for the assessment of the Stillman Mill property.
Oh, wow.
And this is something we had tried to get a federal grant last year and were not able to do the application because of site access, but now this was a state grant. So again, it's a similar time frame where we'll find out in May if we get the interview and if we move on and get the money. But this would allow us to complete the environmental investigation, update any remediation costs and ideas of how the site might be able to be developed. So it's really exciting. Both are really exciting.
Without owner permission, we can,
Yes,
okay, all
yes,
right.
yes. And again, thanks to Susan and Keith and Dave Hammond and the Eastern Connecticut Land Bank and everyone that helped contribute to getting that application pulled together and out the door. So
That's great.
It was really exciting. It's exciting.
yes.
There's hope.
Yes.
No, that's great. That's it for.
Yeah, those are my happy people.
Happy. Those are good. Those stick with happy. You would have any?
Yeah, so I'm the liaison for the police commission, and I attend all the meetings, and a part of the meeting that I think it's really overlooked are all of the communications that the chief gets from residents and business owners thanking our officers for their hard work. I mean, it's either they assisted somebody with this or they helped with that. I mean, it's like, it's varied, it's just, and I know they're part of the minutes, but I think it might be a good idea to compile some of the heartfelt thank yous and maybe have a separate file on our website, on the town's website, just so that people can see what a really great job all of the officers do and what a various job that they do. And it's, you know, even if it's from directing traffic, from, you know, utility work to being a first responder when a 911 call is you know, comes in. So I just wanted to say that it's consistent. It's every single meeting. There's numerous communications of residents thanking our police officers. So, yeah, so I just wanted to mention that. So yeah, compiling the message is a really good idea. So,
Oh, good. No, that's a good idea. We should follow up on that.
Yeah.
Good to celebrate the good stuff.
Yeah. So,
Anything else on your end?
no, that was it. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, I'll be quick. So I think the big things, again, we were so excited to get those 2 grants out. We've also worked with Congressman Courtney's office. On Friday, we got out 2 requests for potential earmark funding. Again, we're competing with the entire country, so, you know, I think the first round will be, they're gonna select 10 projects, and we'll kind of narrow it down, and then that will go on to the federal appropriations kind of level, and then that will be where it can be. So, I mean, it's a long shot, but we put in, for the water loop, and also for the surface lot, as 2 kind of very different types of projects that met kind of different specific criteria that they had. And then the town of Groton put in for the shared, Old Mystic Bridge as a contender for a different kind of infrastructure meeting one. While we're talking about bridges, we are still actively talking with, Senator Summers, Senator Austin, and, Representative Howard about the Ledger Bridge, and to see if any sort of funding anywhere at the state level could be applied, with the understanding we can't meet that 50% requirement, but if there was something lower that we could be shared with Ledger, you know, there is still a glimmer there that we'll be pushing forward, but we're on 2 parallel tracks there. We also know the bridge in Ledger has to close by that deadline at the end of June, so we don't want that to happen. So through the MOU we have with Ledger and the Board of Finance's approval, we are pursuing that short-term fix in order to keep it structurally open. So kind of trying to do 2 things at once and see where we can get, but we're hopeful. And then, we also put in for the water loop grant to DPH and are working with Senator Summers, and then one of our amazing volunteers, Chuck Sheehan, who's on the WPCA and Planning and Zoning, but has this whole background in water from his previous job in Hartford. So we're so grateful. He's been working with our also amazing town engineer upstairs and the Barbara, our Director of Public Works, to really try and pull that together really quickly. So we're trying to put things wherever we can find a fit and see if we can get some money for these different, projects. And then, we're still working with, TPL on trying to pursue the Al Harvey kind of funding and looking at those parcels. So, when we have more of an update, we'll do that. But yeah, we're trying to have a lot of different irons out there. The other 2 quick things were, people should remember to vote. So Monday, we have our virtual town meeting where we'll send it to referendum, and then next Tuesday, or the following Tuesday, you can go out and vote. So check the town website if you're not sure where you vote, but it'd be great to come out and vote for the budget. And then, we have our veterans meeting, the first kickoff meeting, and it was really good. Lots of great input and ideas, and honestly, a lot of great questions. So we said we'll kind of compile a summary. We'll probably put it on the town website as well, sharing with participants. So if anyone else who might be listening to this, wants to get involved or knows someone who might want to get involved, just reach out to us at the First Selectmen's office, and we'll get you up to speed. But essentially, we're looking for help kind of finalizing what's the criteria for being on being part of the monument, being recognized. what are the design images? So there's 8 sides. What are the quotes? Is it, pictures? Is it, what is it? So we want to start finalizing that look, and then to help with the fundraising, which is the big part. So because once we have the criteria and the kind of imagery really captured, and the story is kind of put together, then we can go out and really, hopefully, hit hard looking for grants and funding, private funding and donations. But people can donate at any time. There's an account already set up. So again, we have a little thing on the town website about it now, but we'll keep adding more information. But it was a great group, and it was really appreciated. There's also going to be this whole historical component. So both former Chief Erskine, who does great history research, is helping, and then the Stonington Historical Society is helping. So there's lots of different neat aspects I think we can pull together. We just have to kind of finalize it. And then the final thing I'll end on is next week starts Kelp Week.
What week?
Kelp Week. I'm overly excited. Kelp is like one of the most amazing crops. So yeah, so we have a local kelp farmer right out of the Foxduck River, right off of Mechanic Street. And so she's working with the Yellow Farmhouse and others. It's, it's a whole big thing, but this is the first time Stonington's participating. So it basically goes from Greenwich all the way up to Rhode Island. And we're kind of celebrating, kelp as both something that's great for our waterways, something that's good for your body to eat, it's good for, you can dry it and use it in your garden. So there's lots of benefits of kelp, and it's delicious, so we're trying to raise awareness. So some restaurants are using it next week in different dishes. Some people are making cocktails with it. Some people are doing cooking demonstrations. So yeah, so we're really excited. I'm really excited about Kelp Week next week. So we'll end with Kelp Week. All right, this has already been a really long week. Anything further?
So can I add something about the Ledger's Bridge?
Yeah.
All right, so, 'cause I know there were some comments, about, well, why are we doing this short-term fix? Why not just replace the whole bridge? So the short-term fix is really like a 5-year fix. It's not a month or two.
Yeah.
And if the bridge
can be up to 10 years.
It can be up to 10 years. So I think it's money well spent. And if the bridge has to shut down by June 30th, I mean, we have to do this anyway.
Yeah.
So it's good that we're gonna keep the bridge open, even if it's just an extensive Band-Aid to keep it open for a number of years. I mean, for me, a short-term fix is like, okay, it'll work for this season, and then winter's over, it's gotta close.
Yeah.
This is a pretty substantial fix for not very much money.
Yeah.
Overall, when you look at the cost of the bridge, so,
Exactly, compared to the full,
the full cost of replacement, so I think it's money well spent, so.
Yeah, no, we're grateful, and Ledger's been, really understanding and helpful to work with, so hopefully we'll continue down that path.
And I love kelp.
And good, that's really going to help next week. All right, so nothing else, we'll stand adjourned.
Okay.
So,